Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn, and I am glad you're here today. I know I say that quite often, but I really am, because without y'all watching these videos, I wouldn't have a reason to do them. And I do love to do my videos. So if you are returning, thank you. Hopefully this video will intrigue you, or you can enjoy it some kind of how. If you are a new viewer, I do knitting and crochet, and it's a little later in the morning, so my brain is already, it is, let's see, I want to say, I'm using my phone now, so it's about 10 or 10:30 in the morning, which when you get up at 5 a.m., that's a little late in the day. But I had to record today. My house is lit up like it is, like I have no roof, because it snowed last night, and we get snow. We used to never get snow. I think in my entire first 18 years of my life, we had snow once. In the last 30-something years since then, we've gotten, 2011, 2014, and then every few years we'll pop up with some snow. Most of the time it doesn't stick, but like those years I was telling you about, those it does. And this time it did. This time it did. So I was like, if I'm going to record today or tomorrow, today is the perfect day. For one, it did snow, so my boss told me we're not working today. She wasn't even going to go in to try to open the store, which, as a couple videos ago, I work at Joann. I work part-time for them. And, so anyway, the traffic, the roads are pretty well shut down around Augusta because, we're not used to snow. So I thought, what better way than to go ahead and get this video recorded, because I have awesome reflection light. And, well, I do have light coming from my husband's truck, but it is what it is. And forgive my outfit, I am just seeking to stay warm. I have my tee, I have my long sleeve, and I even got my sweatpants on. Because I was joking with my boss this morning. I said, look, if you're 100% sure we're not going to work, I'm going to change back into my sweatpants, because my legs are cold. And your girl needs her legs to be warm, or else they hurt so crazy bad. So, I want to show you the very first thing that I have on my thumbnail, or that I plan to put on my thumbnail. It should be on my thumbnail. I actually got this a couple weeks ago from work, and oh my gosh, it's so heavy. It is a time and place. It's actually an ornament storage container. But I think right now they're on sale for $14.99 as of yesterday. I think. I got them when they were on $12.99. So, but to be fair now, my store has like 97 of these things. The day I ordered this was the last one. The day I ordered this one, the next day we got a truck in. And, yeah, it was crazy. We got 97 of these in January. But, I guess they figure holiday storage solutions is perfect after the holidays. And it comes with these little separators, for your ornaments. But you know me. Even my boss knows me. She said, you're getting this because, do you need another place to store your yarn? I said, uh-huh. which I did, you know, since I have reconfigured my little cubby space over here, I needed to get rid of some of my shelving, all right? And in doing so, I needed a place to put the smaller, most of this is the Hobie cotton yarn, and it is, I do have some Big Twist in here. I have, actually, I think it's only Hobie and Big Twist. Yep, matter of fact, it is. Because I have my, my winter, Big Twist winter cakes, and then I have the living cakes. Not cakes. I have the winter cakes. And then I have the living skeins. And then the rest is, oh, I have some pom-poms right there. And then I have the other winter skein. And then I have the, sorry, I'm trying to hold it without dropping it. The Supernova in Milky Way Galaxy in there. But in doing all of this, trying to reorganize and trying to get everything, make sure it gets its place and it's feasible for me, oh, yeah, and I don't know if you see it, but I have my Supernova in Nebula. I opened that up this morning so that I could start another Hexicardy, the dark version to the Milky Way Galaxy Hexicardy. Because I had wrapped up, sorry, the hair again. I think I'm just going to just trim all these little things that irritate my face. Which, to be fair, I had my hair, I mean, I was fully dressed for work. I had my hair all wrapped up and clipped in the back and, you know, slicked back, no bangs, nothing. So when I took it down, my hair was like, ah! You know, much like it does every time. And if you're new here and you haven't figured it out, I talk a lot. I do. But now I'm going to show y'all. I showed you my yarn storage, which is kind of innovative. Or just thinking outside the box. Now, I do, if y'all remember back when I first started the Marsh Mesh, try that again. When I first started the Marsh Mesh Market Bags. We'll get it straight in a minute. Originally, I was doing only the 3 rows for the handle and border, like Stephanie said, and that pattern will be below. But, you know, she says three rows for the handles and borders. Well, all of the beginning ones did have that. And it just, they weren't sturdy enough. I mean, they were sturdy, but they just didn't have that solidity or that, it's not even solidity. You wouldn't know that I've had my caffeine already this morning. My tea's not caffeinated, but my Mountain Dew that I have every morning is. But again, that's been hours ago. And it's always discombobulating when you're mentally set up, you know, like I was already mentally ready. I was already at work. I'd already thought about what I was going to do today at work. And yeah. Now I have a free snow day. And snow days are, you know, unheard of used to be unheard of when I was in school. Now the kids get a lot more snow days than we did. But anyway, so 5 rows does better for these market bags. And you can see it gives you a more substantial border and it gives you a more substantial strap. So what I've done in the last day and a half maybe, I did some previously, but this is just some I've just recently done, like I said. And I went back and added 2 extra rows on my straps, because to me, this is a lot more substantial than the 3 rows. And I mean, that's the only way I do them now, is with the 5 rows, you know. And these are all Lily Sugar and Cream. And in fact, when I was texting my boss back and forth, I'd sent her a picture because I was working on this one, doing this strap. Now, these are not new makes. These are revising or upgrading my old makes to where it has the 5-row strap. Because let's face it, you don't want to put anything heavy in there and then have a rinky-dink little strap. Which, to be fair now, with the 3 rows, it wasn't, I mean, and I put yarn in these. They're yarn bags. They're not project bags, but they're definitely yarn. But it's a lot more substantial with these. And I need to put my little tags on here, because I bought some tags from Birch and Cider at the recommendation of another YouTuber, Kelsey. Thank you. And I love them. And they have my logo on them. And, you know, well, you can't see my logo right that moment, but this, I need to put the strap, I mean the logo tags on them. But I've yet to do that on any of my bags. But I knew I wanted to add 2 additional rows to all my straps, so I didn't want to put any tags on them yet. But I think I only have, hold on one second. I'm going to show you just how many more bags I have to do. And I don't have to go far, because it's right here. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 7 more bags that I need to. And let me show you the difference in these handles. And you know, like I said, to me it's substantial. Alright, so I'm going to do just a single handle compared to a single handle. I like that one a lot better. I like the 5 rows. So, how many did I say I had? 7? I think I said 7. You wouldn't think my brain is working today. It is, but you wouldn't know it to talk to me or to hear me talk. So even though I have awesome snow lighting, maybe I should have decided not to record today. That's alright. If y'all don't want to watch, I totally understand, and I will not have any hard feelings. I am my own worst critic, so I can tell you when I am being discombobulated. But now I'm going to fold these back up to put underneath in my little rack. Because these are, you know, for my website. So I'm going to fold them back up so that they're nice and neat and ready when and if they get ordered. And I say if because I still haven't found the ticket to... I'm honestly wondering if I might have to advertise with Google or something. I don't know. Because it's definitely slow going. And it is a paid website, so every month I don't make any money. I have got to pay out of pocket. And y'all know that's never a pleasant thing. So I need to get on the ball and do something. But I will go back through all of these and get the straps thickened on these. I won't today. Usually I just grab one every now and again and do it because I don't crochet super fast. So it takes 2 rows take about an hour, maybe 2, depending on what kind of distractions I have going on. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be getting up and down, but like I said, it depends on what I've got going on and honestly what my energy level is. Sometimes I'll sit there and I won't be like a sloth, but I kind of feel like a slug as slow as my hands are moving. Especially if my hands hurt or they're too cold or something. And I know that sounds weird because, you know, with the peripheral neuropathy, I still feel the cold. It's not as great as everybody else can feel it, but my hands know it's cold regardless whether I can feel the cold. My joints know it, you know. And you see these knuckles? There's definitely a touch of arthritis coming in there. But so in one of my last videos, the Joanne video, kind of throwing that in there kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop as far as when the videos were airing and whatnot. But I said that I was waiting on, actually I think this is like 2 or 3 videos ago, that I was waiting on my I can't think of the word. My cording for my drawstrings to come in. Well, it came in. And I've made a couple more bags after that. But the bag that I had made originally, that I was waiting on the cording, is a St. Patty's Day bag. And that's this one right here. I still have them folded flat. Oops, I got some lint on that one. But I just keep them folded flat just for, you know, presentation purposes. But I put a light green. I did the dark green top and bottom, but then I did the light green inside because, you know, you have the dark green and then you have the lighter greens. So I kind of wanted to stay in that theme. And again, that cording from Amazon matches so beautifully. I love the way this looks. So I did do, I told y'all, like with the Valentines, that I did, because of my daughter-in-law and her love for all things dark colored and black, you know, I had bought a light colored Valentine, a dark colored Valentine, and then I bought a light colored St. Patty's Day, and I bought a dark colored St. Patty's Day. So here is my dark colored St. Patty's Day one. Isn't that so pretty? Now this has just a plain black top, black bottom, and I went with black inside. Only because I wanted to save all of my green. Because see, the green, I mean, it could have went. Let's see. Yeah. That tonal green could have went with these. But I didn't want to use all of, because these are my remnants, and I didn't want to use all of them heading into spring and possibly more clover bags. Because, and the reason I say that, I mean, yes, I made the light version and the dark version, but I also wanted to make small bags. And I told y'all this before. I wanted to make different sizes. So, I gave it a test run with my Cosmic fabric that I had bought very early in this bag making thing. And I love how, now, y'all have seen when I did, well, if you've been here, I showed you my Oops bags. And I will be putting them up on the website soon at a discounted rate. Because while there's nothing technically wrong with them, it's just not the quality of work that I want to put out. And I did make some mistakes early on. And, you know, so that'll be my oopsie bags. And I was so scared when I finished this that people would think it's an oopsie bag. But it's not. I made it this size intentionally. So, I said I wasn't going to show these bags, so I didn't bring it in. But I have, let's see. Alright, so this right here, this yarn right here, is about the size, this is a 50 gram ball. So it's about the size of my sock yarns. Some sock yarns are 100 grams, but I have 2 of those and I'll show you. So it is tiny. And when I finished it and I flipped it all inside out, and I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is so cute. It's so tiny. Yes, I made my voice sound like that on purpose. When I seen it, it was unintentional. It just went that way. I was giddy with excitement because it was so blasted cute, and yeah. As y'all can see, I'm still trying to keep my warmth over here, because it was 22 degrees right before when I checked my phone right before I started filming, so it was like 22 degrees. So it has warmed up, because I believe it was 19 throughout the night, and that's why my water froze. Oh, I didn't tell y'all about that, did I? Huh. Well, if you've made it this far. My water froze, even though we've wrapped the pipes, and, you know, it's just, our frost line here should be deeper. Because, I mean, we're on well water. So, it's not like we have a steady line of water coming in from a city water. So, and our well pipes are under a well cover, and they usually don't freeze. But the pipes coming out of the ground to our pressure tank, and then going back in the ground, yeah, and then coming up and into the house. So there's a lot of areas that are prone to freezing, only because that's the nature of the beast. So thankfully I had and keep a supply of bottled water. I bottle our well water, because my husband, on his CPAP machine, he uses distilled water, so we have gallon jugs from that all the time. And I'll just refill them with the well water, because we lose power, we lose water. Or it freezes, we lose water. So there's always need for bottled or jugged water. So thankfully I was able to do that, because I went to go get me some water out of the refrigerator this morning, and I was upset because it was froze. I thought I'd be alright, at least for what was in the lines, but no, that didn't work either. So I was like, well, if I can't have any ice water this morning, I'm gonna have me some tea, which is much better because it warmed me up. Now I do have my ice bottle. Sorry, my bottle of water that I keep in the freezer, that I thaw out during the day and drink it. I mean, I have it, so I didn't want to waste it with my tea. But anyway, squirrel moment. And I forgot what I was saying. I don't know. But anyway, this cute little thing here is my small sack, or what I'm calling my sock sack. And I did it with, like I said, I did it with that Cosmos fabric that I bought originally. Because if I did mess up, while I do love this fabric, it wouldn't be something I only have one of. Because I bought 2 of the fat quarter packs for this at Walmart. So I have plenty of Cosmic or Cosmos or Galaxy, however you want to say it. And then I lined that with the gray, much like I did on my early Cosmic bags. But anyway, what I was going to show you is, it is small, yes, but it has the boxed bottom like all of my bags do. But look at this. I mean, it's plenty big enough for a pair of socks, a hat, you know, scarf. Unless you have some humongous size 6 bulky weight yarn. See, I got 1. And I got 2. And then there's plenty for your ongoing project too. I mean, you could probably fit 3 or 4 of those in here and still have room for a project. But I think it's so cute. I love these little bags. Now, I will keep with these size. I'm going to keep with the big ones. And then I'm going to start making some more of these small ones. Because sometimes you don't want a big bag. You know, you don't want... I mean, look. Actually, I'll show you the size comparison in a minute. But sometimes you just don't want the big bag, right? Or if you're going on a trip, you don't have space for that big bag. Even though I make them foldable, and because I mean you can fold these up. That's what I like the best about the way I make these bags is you can make this thing fit in the tiniest of spaces when you're not using it. Same with my big ones. Yes, they do have interfacing in them. I interface all of the fabric, the outside and the inside liner. They all have interfacing in them to give them the stability to stand up by themselves. But I use a medium weight. I use SF, Pellon SF 101, so that it is foldable. You know, it's perfect. It's good for space saving needs. But anyway, that was off on another tangent. But the reason why, I mean, you might be limited on space, or you might want to put this in your carry-on and not your checked baggage, or, you know, you want it in a car, but you don't have a whole lot of room up in the front seat, or in the back seat if you're crammed 3 people to a back seat. So you just never know when you might need and want a smaller bag. So that's why I came up with this size. And my grandson, he was looking at my bags and he said, "Oh, they're so pretty, they're so pretty. That's cool, that's cool." So I showed him this bag and my other little bag. And he's like, "Oh, those are ugly." I'm like, "You just said you liked this bag. And this bag is an exact miniature of that bag." He said, "That one's cool and that one's ugly." I'm like, "Son, calling grandma's stuff ugly." Now, this is the mini version of the dark clover bag. Oh no, I just put it on my lap, which has my son's dog hair all over me. Well, I have a lint roller back here that I keep for this reason, because she's a husky and she sheds like crazy. But anyway, this isn't only just cute, this is so blasted cute. Look at that. Isn't that just precious? Now, this is what I was talking about. You can compare sizes. It is a very big difference. But this one, and it can hold up to a larger, I can put my Hexacardies in this size, because I have. And I want to say, I don't think I had made these when I did my Battenberg blanket, but this is almost as big as the tote that I carried my Battenberg blanket around in. So there's a little bit of height difference. I think the tote bag was maybe this much higher. Yeah, it was about 3 or 4 inches higher. But width-wise and then depth-wise, because all of these have those boxed. But anyway, he said this was cool and this one was ugly. How does he figure? I mean, if you like one, you should like the other. He's like, it's too small. It's ugly. Okay, buddy. You say so. But I think these are adorable. They, you know, if someone wanted like a match set, for one for bigger projects and one for the smaller projects, they could totally buy 2. And if, I'm not saying y'all are my customers or you would ever be my customers, but if you did go on my website and you were interested in a matched set, just email me and let me know. Give me a couple days, because sometimes I don't check the email every morning, but just let me know if you would like a matched set of a large and a small, and I can make it happen. If I don't already have the small version. And of course, you know, if you buy them as a set, I would give you a discount on that. So I think it's cute. And I do plan on making a small version of every one. But I don't know if that's wise, because my website hasn't taken off yet and I don't really have the traction yet to get that much business. And as y'all saw with those market bags, and if you've been following me and watching my videos, you know that I have a bag fetish, apparently, because I love making the crocheted market bags, and now I love sewing these project bags. Why? I mean, yeah, I do know why, because it brings me, it brings me joy to make these things. I mean, they're such fun patterns. That market bag, that mesh market bag, it is just so fun to make. But so is the sewn project bag. I mean, yes, my back hurts like none other after I finish making a market bag. I mean, a project bag. And I'm still trying to figure out why that is and what's going on with my back. Because I do it right here behind me. And I've tried standing when I cut my fabric. I've tried sitting when I cut my fabric. I can't sew standing up unless I have an elevated table. But that actually might be a consideration that I might have to look into, because by the time I make a bag, my back hurts. And I don't know why that is. But it's right like mid back, you know, right there up under the bra strap. And I've not pulled it, and I don't feel like I'm straining it while I'm working, but I don't know. The joys of getting older, huh? And I'm not even old yet. I mean, to someone in their 20s, I'm probably old. But to somebody in their 60s or 70s, I'm young, right? So it's all about where you're at in life to how you feel. But there's days to where my body feels like I'm in my 70s. Unfortunately. But anyway, so about the bags. I want to make the smaller versions, but I also don't want to make so much stock that I have to have a place to store all this stuff. Because we've established that in my cubby here, space is a premium. And I don't want to lose space to bring stuff in to make more stuff. Wow, that's just... Repeat that to yourself a few times, Lynn. Yeah, okay. Well, I do know that I said I didn't need any more yarn, and then I went and bought that stuff from work, from Joann. But now, in light of the bankruptcy and the possible sale to that liquidation company, I might want to stock up on a few of my favorites. I'm not super worried about the Lily Sugar and Cream because I can get that from Yarnspirations, and Walmart I can get Peaches and Cream and some Lily Sugar and Cream. Usually it's just Peaches and Cream, but they're all the same thing. It's the same company. It's just labeled Peaches and Cream for Walmart. And some of the colors aren't available in Peaches and Cream that they are in Lily Sugar and Cream. But like I said, there are other places I can get that. Now, as far as the Big Twist is concerned, I might stock up on a little bit of that because the Big Twist Value, I love that. The Big Twist Living, oh, that is heaven. The Menagerie and the Jelly Bean. I said I didn't really care about the Jelly Bean. Wasn't as fascinating to me as the Menagerie. It's just because it's not as soft, because it has that thread wound around it. But, and I'm using Big Twist here, obviously, but I might have to buy me some storage totes, like maybe 3 of the big ones. I have, I think, 2 smaller ones in my spare room, which is code for my son's old room. And I think I have 2 Rubbermaids stacked in each other, but they're smaller. So I don't know if they would work or not. But there's also those vacuum bags, those that I got from Dollar Tree, which all but one held up. I bought 5, I think. 4 held up, and only 1 has lost its air. So, 1 out of 5 is not bad. So I might buy some more of those and get a couple Rubbermaids and just shrink down the stuff that I know I'm not going to use right now. Because like on the Dollar Tree Premier Pound, or it was the Premier Just Yarn Pound, I think. I have it over here, but my little stand where I put my stuff to show y'all it's in the way. So I can't see it, and I don't want to get back up, because then I have to use the restroom. And I told y'all, we don't have water right now. But anyway, that was probably way TMI, but yeah, you get what you get with me sometimes. There's just never any telling what's coming out of my mouth. But anyway, so space is a premium, yes. But I need to stock up on, well, I don't think, there is some yarn, some fabric that only, the artist is only with Joann. So I might get a little bit, a few yards of each fabric, just to make sure that, I'll be able to use, because these tonals here, and I'm trying to remember, it's Robert something. I can't remember. Kaufman, I think that's his name. But he does a lot of these blender and tonal fabrics that I love. And there's another one. He does a lot of the novelty stuff. Oh, and I can't remember his name. But anyway, so fabric and yarn, I would have reason to invest a little bit. Which the higher-ups haven't let us know yet as to if we don't get bought out by another company by March 15th, what will happen? How long will it take this new company to liquidate us? Or how long before liquidation starts? Or, like I told y'all, we might know in broad strokes what's going to happen, but fine-tuning and timelines The only timeline we have is the actual sale of the business, which is March 15th. So anything beyond that, we're flapping in the wind. You know, we don't know yet. But I really don't think yes, there are other companies that I think could buy Joann and make it profitable again. I don't think enough of them see that possibility. So we'll see. And I'm not going to get down in the dumps about all that again. But we'll see what happens. And I think on that note, I'm going to let y'all go. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, or whatever you have whenever you watch this, whether it's day, evening, night, morning, afternoon, whatever. Do something that brings you some happiness today, something that brings you joy. Talk to people you haven't talked to in a minute, just for the sheer fun of catching up, or something. Just touch base. I need to do that myself. So I will see y'all later. Bye.